Your spiritual guides are reaching out to you today with an important revelation about a significant person who has entered your sphere of influence. Your identity frequently surfaces in their thoughts and conversations, and they find themselves pondering the mystery of your profound effect on others. The celestial messengers reveal that you may be unaware of someone in your circle who is currently attempting to decode your essence. The responses they have observed from others regarding you have left them astounded. They have never encountered anyone who commands such universal respect within their community. Consider the concept of reverence for a moment. This emotion is often misunderstood as being solely connected to obvious accomplishments or visible grandeur. But let us explore more deeply. Could it be that reverence emerges from subtle qualities that frequently go unnoticed? Perhaps it manifests in the gentle yet impactful praise you offer, the careful attention you pay when others share their experiences, or your intuitive ability to sense when a companion needs encouragement. This is your distinctive trait. Your attributes don't announce themselves loudly but speak in gentle tones, yet they resonate deeply within the hearts and consciousness of those you meet, creating an enduring impact that naturally becomes a topic of discussion. You exemplify the principle that calm waters possess great depth. Wherever this person travels, someone mentions your name with reverence, and they remain fascinated by the underlying reasons for such widespread admiration. Let me emphasize again, your name consistently emerges in discussions, and they are eager to understand the source of such universal respect. Have you considered the profound influence contained within a name? In numerous cultural beliefs, a name transcends being merely a random sequence of sounds. It serves as a spiritual signature that captures your core being. Your name appears to manifest not simply as a label, but as a mirror reflecting something more profound. Your moral compass, your principles, and your fundamental nature are encapsulated within those syllables. This extends beyond mere conversation. It concerns the emotional responses your name evokes in others, which brings us to a compelling inquiry. What type of aura or impact does your name create in its wake? It sparks gentle intrigue, perhaps even joy. Your name doesn't merely appear in discussions. It remains present in spaces long after your departure, leaving an essence of yourself that others feel compelled to understand. Most importantly, this individual harbors no negative sentiments toward you, nor maintains any unfavorable opinions about you. On the contrary, their initial encounter with you was pleasant. However, it wasn't so remarkable as to immediately clarify why others would hold you in such high regard. The most meaningful exchanges don't always arrive with grand announcements or theatrical displays. Sometimes they develop through peaceful instances, a genuine smile, a heartfelt expression of gratitude, or even a polite acknowledgement. These represent the delicate, unspoken dialects of respect and human connection that you speak with natural fluency. While they might seem minor initially, they are actually the foundations of admiration that you unconsciously establish in people's thoughts. This is the appeal you possess. You don't require being remarkable in a loud, attention-seeking manner to be truly exceptional. You resemble a beautifully written story where the genuine richness is discovered not in the summary, but in the pages that demand time and focus to be completely appreciated. You are skilled in the refined practice of making an impression through one simple act at a time. What they fail to understand, though, is that they are seeking the solution through an incorrect approach. They actually maintain a somewhat distorted perspective of what makes an individual deserving of respect. In their understanding, anyone who garners significant admiration must have performed some notable action or achieved some remarkable recognition. In their quest to understand what makes you specifically so cherished, they searched for accomplishments they could measure and assign concrete worth to. Let us take a moment to contemplate. Have you ever experienced the burden of social expectations determining what deserves recognition or respect? Most of us have encountered this. There often exists this subtle belief that merit comes wrapped in positions, honors, or material prosperity. To be candid, it's simple to be influenced by this perspective, particularly when society tends to reward these external symbols so prominently. Yet you have succeeded in rising above this framework. Your worth doesn't depend on an extensive list of accomplishments. It emanates from your character. It's not concerned with what you have achieved, but rather how you have approached everything. You have transformed ordinary interactions into works of art in human connection, and that represents your remarkable quality. You question established beliefs, redefining the meaning of being respected and admired. However, while concrete achievements and accomplishments are certainly worthy of praise, these are not the ultimate measure of a person's respectability. The core reason why people hold someone in high regard extends much deeper. It is founded in how that person treats others with authentic compassion and moral integrity. Your behavior demonstrates a profound comprehension of the human condition and a steady commitment to elevating those in your presence, which makes people seek your companionship. It's quite an accomplishment to grasp the human condition in a way that goes beyond superficial encounters. The reality that you achieve this reveals much about your emotional wisdom. You display qualities such as understanding, compassion, and engaged listening that most people strive for but seldom attain. Your behavior creates ripples like those in a lake. Gentle, yet their influence reaches far and wide. I must acknowledge your exceptional combination of empathy and perception that people cannot help but admire. Understanding this, it's one matter to feel sorry for others, quite different to truly empathize. To place yourself in another person's position and experience their journey, even briefly. It's this deep level of comprehension that transforms your interactions from routine to remarkable. It's crucial for this person to acknowledge the flaws in their understanding about respectability, and that's where your influence becomes important. But don't worry, you don't need to take any special action. Your spiritual guardians simply want to motivate you to continue living your life as you currently do. Keep expressing the natural goodness that resides within you, for it is your genuineness that motivates those around you, creating a lasting, significant impact. Do you ever feel an unseen force providing strength, encouraging you onward when the path before you appears challenging? This is not merely coincidence or imagination. Your spiritual guardians are more than distant observers. They are active contributors to your life's journey, strengthening your determination and brightening your way. Consider them your universal supporters, always present though invisible. Their motivation isn't to transform who you are but to validate the extraordinary person you already represent. During times of doubt or when you falter, remember that you are directed, supported, and deeply valued. So when they recommend that you continue expressing the natural goodness within you, they're fundamentally saying continue being yourself, because who you are is truly wonderful. With time, this special individual will come to understand that the sign of a genuinely respected person exists in the heart and the behaviors that demonstrate their sincere concern for others. Through your example, they will learn that genuine respect is gained not only through remarkable achievements, but also through profound compassion and authenticity. In a society where superficiality is often celebrated and authenticity is overlooked, your method provides refreshing relief. Your genuine self represents your most valuable quality, and by embracing it, you unconsciously inspire others to be authentic as well. It creates a wonderful pattern of positive influence. Your example serves as guidance for those caught in the false belief that respect is limited to grand accomplishments or external recognition. Through your influence, this special person will learn that respect is an internal achievement before it becomes an external recognition. You represent their living example that love, compassion, and sincere care are values that never lose their worth, regardless of life's changing circumstances. I wish to conclude with a blessing for you. Divine Creator, may the resonance of these words find their path into the core of their being, providing them the insight to recognize the gentle power within themselves. May they understand that respect is a masterpiece created with strands of empathy, compassion, and authenticity, not merely achievements. Let their path be illuminated by the radiance of their own sincere goodness, and may they continue to influence lives in ways they may not completely understand. In times of doubt, remind them that their spiritual guardians are always present, encouraging them onward. So be it. Take a moment and let these words connect with your soul. Never forget that a life lived genuinely is a life that will ultimately receive the universe's rewards. Enter 222 to accept this message and the blessings it contains for yourself. Consider sharing an uplifting comment for other readers who might benefit from encouragement in their day.